Welcome back, guys. Thank you for tuning in. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at an audition from Proxy Moron, a VA auditioning as the new Paimon. As you know, Corina said that she was not going to do Paimon anymore if Hoyo didn't sign the agreement. And of course, the prospect of not having Corina as Paimon anymore is something that essentially everyone cheered for. Everyone's very excited about that possibility. If you saw yesterday's video, by the way, in the intro I mentioned I'm like kind of sick. Yeah, definitely still sick today. It's not too bad, but it's bad enough that energy's kind of low, kind of sound weird, you know, fuzzy thoughts or like foggy headed, whatever the frick the saying is. So I'm just going to keep this really short. And then also I wanted to point out, like I said yesterday, that originally this video was a part of a different video of the reaction that I'm about to get to. So if there's anything I say in the reaction that's like referring to something happening earlier in the video and you're like, that doesn't make sense. Well, that's why, because originally there was like a first half of this or whatever. You get the point. I'll stop talking nonsense and just play the reaction. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. And also, by the way, thank you Proxy Moron for sending me this audition. She was really nice, like asked me to like watch this. So it was definitely fun watching this and I hope you guys enjoy it as mentioned. And here we go.
Hello, I'm Zoe Khan, also known as Proxy Moron on the internet. And this is my audition for the voice role of Paimon from Genshin Impact. Given that I am...
We gotta know the story behind Proxy Moron. That name is so funny.
Not a properly established name in the voice acting industry, this will be my audition tape. Really hope you enjoy it, but first, before anything, I would be absolutely remiss if I did not acknowledge the work of Corina, who did the original voice for this character. I mean, regardless of anything, having voiced a character for over 5 years with probably tens of thousands of lines of dialogue, that's nothing to scoff at, and it's something that absolutely deserves respect and is something they should be absolutely proud of.
The only thing I respect here is how respectful Proxy Moron is in saying this.
And it takes a lot of work to do something like that. Regardless of the circumstances of their departure, it's a big deal, and it's so important. Especially as someone else on the spectrum, it was so important and so valuable to see someone else on the spectrum getting such a large role and sticking with it. And it's one of the main catalysts of why I have the motivation of doing this today. I wish Corina the absolute best in health, in voice acting, and all their other endeavors, and although they have left behind a large role to fill, I would not be making this if I did not think I could do the character justice. For this audition, I was looking to give Paimon a voice of my own, rather than mimicking Corina's portrayal. Paimon is such a fun and little spunky character, she's so sassy, and I wanted to portray that with this. While I may not be an established name, I know that I have the drive, passion, and ambition to perform this role in a way that is satisfactory or even beyond that. I take a lot of pride in my work, I indulge in many creative endeavors, and I never do things half-heartedly. I care about the work that I do, especially my voice work. I will do right by the community, right by the character, and right by the company. If you do decide to give me this opportunity, you will not regret it.
She is so professional. Like, yeah, like, I know I already said it, but dang. I'm not gonna say anything else about Corina out of respect for Proxy Moron. I gotta remember her name now. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like a freaking unprofessional, like tacky person because I forgot her name. I gotta go back. I'm so sorry.
Really appreciate you being here and listening and taking this time with me, and I hope you enjoy my audition as much as I enjoyed recording it.
Yay.
Paimon is not emergency food. And you. Did you really just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean, Hey, so, Paimon thinks this guy's got a screw loose. You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's probably all super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything. Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss. And a dragon. No pressure or anything. It actually opened. So you're not entirely useless, tone-deaf bard. So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon just doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent? Mondstadt has so many windmills, doesn't it? That's correct. The winds blow through Mondstadt all year, so this supply of water is very stable. Also, the windmills are what they call visible winds, and wind chimes are called the audible winds. Paimon guesses they can be thought of as mascots and prayers to the animal archon for protection. No, not at emergency either. Cause all you
It sounds good. Yeah, she sounds good. This is not anything personal against Corina, my next like thing I'm going to say here, but like something about Paimon's English voice always had like a little bit of an ear gratingness to it to me. Like there were times when I'd really want to just like skip forward. Like I read the text already. Please let me skip forward from Paimon's voice, and you can't sometimes. I mean, like if you play Genshin, you know what I mean. Like you can skip the text sometimes, but there's always like a delay, especially if there's like a cutscene going or something. And sometimes, yeah, I'm like, please, I wish I could skip right now. This voice is really making me need a Tylenol, and I'm not getting that at all from Proxy Moron. So that's a big A+. That's a big dub.
you'll do is grind your teeth down. Ooh, you scared Paimon half to death. You mean the angels share? But Master Diluc seems like a very rich man. How big a tip is considerable anyway? Cider Lake never freezes.
Yeah, I think I like
what
this.
What time of year it is. The best apple ciders in Mondstadt can only be made using the fresh water from this lake. It really does taste great. Paimon could drink 2 big bottles in a second. Paimon finds that hard work hardly works here in Mondstadt. Just look at Huffman from the Knights of Favonius. He does his best at his duties every day, but the ever-relaxed Captain Kaya is his boss. Well, how about this then? Venti's the god of Mondstadt, and he's the laziest of them all. True. The Animal Archon is just...
Well, I mean, you just don't know. Well, you just don't know. Behind the scenes, he's like freaking the hardest worker of ever. Like, no venti shade is allowed here.
the tone-deaf bard. What does he know about the wind? Paimon thinks so too.
Yeah, you know what? No, absolutely not. We don't need it. Like, let's just go no voice for Paimon. We just don't even need this character anymore. Like, just remove this character from the game.
The rooms are sure
I'm kidding.
to be big and clean. Mondstadt is full of wide plains and rolling hills. People say that when Barbados made this land, he used the storm to flatten the cliffs and valleys.
Yeah, and who do you think did that? That's a lot of work right there, just saying. Whoever did that is a real freaking, like, awesome person, I'm sure. Like, very impressive, hardworking, amazing person.
I once heard that couplets are a traditional art form in Liyue. If you can write a line that works as a second half to one that someone else has written, you'll be well paid. But linking the couplet is hard, so it's not easy money. Not only does the rhythm need to match, but the meaning has to as well. There's a saying of Rex Lapises that's commonly used here in Liyue. Paimon thinks its rough meaning is, don't play with your money. It's because the first Mora were minted from his golden form and given to humans in trust. People in the city keep telling us how Palais Mamronia is a super stressful place to work, but when we went to see it for ourselves, it seemed like hardly anyone works there, and the few people who do work there were hardly working. In fact, they looked like they didn't have a care in the world. What part of working there is supposed to be so stressful exactly? The Steambird's head office is in Fontaine, right? Paimon wonders what stories make it into their newspapers. Do you think they reported on our adventures with Dvalin? Or our duel with the Raiden Shogun? Oh, and everything that happened at the Academia! Paimon's heard that the earliest clockwork components ever invented actually work on a very simple principle. You take a long object made from a durable material, bend it, and wait for it to return to its original shape. As it rebounds, you can use the energy it gives off to power gears and stuff, and then you basically have an engine. It's hard to talk about the recent events in Inazuma and not mention the Vision Hunt decree. But you don't have a vision, so you don't have to worry about losing one. On the flip side, if you are caught by the Tenryou Commission, you also can't surrender your vision in exchange for your life. Paimon thought Paimon was never going to see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours outside of the city wall, and you never came back! You promised Paimon you were just taking a quick look! Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I gotta say, like, at first, I wasn't sure if I was gonna watch this whole thing. I was leaning on probably not watching the whole thing, not out of any dislike towards Proxy Moron or anything. It's just like I said, Paimon's, like, voice can get annoying, but this was not annoying at all. Like, this fit her well, and it was actually pleasant to listen to. So I think it's pretty dang good. I like this. So yeah, there you go, guys. Back to me in the present now. Hope you enjoyed her audition. Hope you enjoyed my reaction video of the audition. And again, I want to praise her professionalism. I think that's something the English voice acting industry desperately needs more of. I will link Proxy Moron's channel and Twitter in the description if you want to check out more of her work. And yeah, I'm going to leave it really short here at the end. As mentioned, you know, not my best day, but I'm going to rest up, hopefully be back 100% tomorrow, or at least like close to 100%. So yeah, thank you for your understanding. And thank you again, Proxy Moron, for sending me this. And yeah, appreciate all you guys. See you in the comments and in the next one.